All right, so here is our next lesson we're doing. Hopefully your dad likes it. I think he's going to get something out of it for sure. Honestly, some of the things that he's going to be working on, he may not like for the first 50 balls or so, but just have him watch this a few times. It will work out. All right, it's gonna be fine. It's just some things are gonna be not what he's used to, and that's fine. Um, so, if we're not going to change anything now, then we shouldn't do a lesson. So, like I said, some of these things are not going to be fun for a second, but it's going to work out for the better. So the first thing I want to point out here is our general setup. All right, I'd like you to scoot back a little bit, just create a little bit more room for those hands to work. I've got Curtis Strange over here on the right. I know he's got driver, but it's going to be a good video for just principles of your swing. You're standing so close that your hands on your downswing have no option to go but left. All right, and that's either going to create a pull or a slice. Now you probably get plenty of air, or your ball probably goes plenty high, but it's always going to have a right spin on it. All right, so to fix that, we've got to scoot back just a little bit. All right, kind of like our man Curtis over here on the right. And I'm going to leave you with two little thoughts, okay? Two little thoughts to just kind of work away from getting away from our slice swing and getting more into a straight ball or a draw. All right, and that's what I want you to start working on, okay? All right, like I said, I've got Curtis over here on the right. Our first move, when we take our club back, is straight back inside. All right, I want you to see how our club head is actually behind us right here. All right, let me see if I can draw the circle. It's behind our butt right there. All right, and what I want that club is to get more out in front of you, over in this direction, and I'm going to show Curtis here. See how this is right in line with his arm here? We've got you over here behind us, all right? And that's what the first thing I want you to do. After you back up a little bit, I want you to move this club on the backswing over here closer to this circle here, more in line with you. All right, and then next, once you do that, it's going to be feeling like an upward motion. I think it should be pretty normal to what you're used to. You go up fine here. All right, you go up just fine. It's that first move back that worries me and concerns me a little bit. When we get up to the top, I want you to see for yourself too, our first motion is to almost point this thing straight up in the sky. All right, and that also creates a high spinning shot where you're losing some distance on there, plus it creates the cut. All right, and it creates that slice spin. Our Curtis's first move down is almost to flatten it out. All right, and he's going to even get flatter here, kind of more in line with his hips. All right, I know I've got too many lines going on, so I'm going to erase this and start over. Instead of this club pointing up and down, I want you to think, I want to get this in line with my hips and my belt. All right, so your first move with the iron, and I wouldn't even try to hit a ball with this first. I just want you to get this feeling, and your son will help you out a little bit too. But get this club a little bit flatter. All right, try to match your belt where it's at currently. All right, that's going to be a good feeling for you. Wherever your belt is on your downswing, try to get it similar to that. All right, I'm going to draw one here for Curtis here. It's pretty similar. All right, it's going to be a good swing thought for you. All right, I want you to get away from going straight up and down this green line. All right, once you get that flatter, you're not going to have a shot that goes this direction and then kind of fades off to the right. Once you get that flatter, that shot is going to go start straight, and it might cut a little bit to the right, but most likely it's going to go probably a little bit of a draw. All right, so like I said, I want to keep things really simple this first lesson, and I want to see your progress from here, because this can be almost overload, because it's difficult. You know, from where you're at right now to where we just talked about, it's difficult. But like I said, let's scoot back a little bit. Let's scoot away from the ball, give our hands a little bit more room to operate. All right. Our swing path right now is so far this direction, it would be impossible to get this down the line or to the right, being so crunched in with our hands here. All right, so like I said, give yourself a little bit of room here to work. We're going to get our club head more in front of us, kind of like Curtis does here. Let me go up here. He's working that club more in front of us. Right now we're a little behind us. Get it more in front. And then on our downswing, I want you to think about, try to match your belt and where your belt is at that moment. All right, on your downswing. You're going to feel your hands are going to go this direction. They're going to have to. Try to get that shaft and match your belt line. Try to get it with your forearm here too. I'll show Curtis here as well. See how that driver shaft, it's pretty close to his belt line. It's pretty close to his forearm. It's all a pretty close angle. It's a far cry from the straight up and down, kind of where we are right here. All right, like I said, some of this, it may not look pretty for a little bit. That's fine. All right, just give it a shot. And it's hard to do over a virtual lesson, but like I said, just give it a shot, give it a try. Work with your son a little bit too. He'll be able to kind of explain it in person, and just get that initial feeling of laying that club over, getting it flat, and then hitting in the ball. You're going to get more distance. You're going to hit a draw. You're going to get more solid club head, more solid contact with the ball. You're not going to feel like you're going to have a good day or a bad day. It's just going to be a day where you're used to it every time. All right, good luck. Message me if you need anything. I hope this helps a lot. Take those three tips right now, and it's going to change your game.